Merry Christmas Eve. Sisters of the System came to play.
What up, everybody?
What's up, you guys? We're back with Sisters of the System. You just listened to Oh Miss Believer by 21 Pilots. I can't remember the first one. It was a classic Christmas song.
Chestnuts roasting.
Yeah. What's that called?
What
is that song called?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I know the song. I just don't know what it's called.
I feel like it's called Christmas something.
Well, you heard Christmas something and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Unless it was Chestnuts. But that's Nat King Cole, y'all.
All right, you guys. Well, we are back with another special episode of Sisters of the System.
Okay.
All right. We're going to hit you with a little bit of news before we get into this special holiday-themed episode. So, you guys, next week is our final session of our 6-part series, Sit and Create, at the North Regional Hennepin County Library. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We got news that not only will next week be our last session, but we will be back in January and for the next 2 months after that. So we got 2 segments back to back. We'll be hitting you guys with clay creations and mixed media next spring. So find us at the library all year next year, hopefully, too.
Okay, 1315 Lowry Avenue. And don't miss us on our last day next week on the 17th.
Yeah,
3 to 5 p.m.
It's crazy how fast, time moves when it comes to that program. Those 2 weeks are going to feel like an eternity when we come back from Christmas break and celebrating with our families.
We're going to be like, I missed you guys.
Literally, how was Christmas for you? Did you enjoy your break?
Yeah.
Well.
Stay tuned for more announcements on our Toys for Tots event. You guys, we have news for you guys. There is news to give. So if you applied for toys, don't be discouraged. Do not fret. You'll be hearing out from us very soon.
Yeah, well, stay tuned and keep an eye on your email if you signed up for our Toys for Tots event. Well, as we move forward into the holiday season, on October 13th of 2025, the city of Minneapolis announced the official end of the Holidazzle Parade and Festival. So now they'll be hosting an online guide called Winterapolis, featuring all of the winter festivities across Minneapolis this year. So you can go to thecityofminneapolis.org and find out what's happening near you.
Fun, exciting. Congratulations. Glow Holiday is celebrating their 6th year of the Glow Holiday Festival in Minnesota, featuring over 1 million lights, a new ride in the Merry Carousel, and lots of new displays, as well as some returning classics like Vixen's Zip Line and Snowy Slide. Glow is a must-see experience. The elves have been busy gussying up the place with new exhibits to make sure your holidays are shiny and bright.
Oh my gosh. Have you been to Glow yet?
Mm-mm. I don't know what that is.
It's so cool. They have a holiday parade. It's not a parade, right? You get in your car and you ride through it. They have music synced up to your radio. So you
Does it cost?
Yeah, it costs money.
How much does it cost?
You pay per car. I think we had got it on Groupon for maybe $15 or something like that the year we went.
That's what's up. But you pay per car. That's what's up.
You know,
I remember doing fun stuff like that during COVID.
It is absolutely fun. You ride through in your car, and there's different light sculptures. There was an arch or a tunnel with lights that we traveled through.
Fun.
I got videos in my phone. We had the dog in the car, the dog smiling in the video. This is so tight.
My sister's big sister, we all have different dads. My sister's big sister, she used to come get us at Christmas time in a limo. And me, Aries, and Miranda would ride around with our fake Welch's champagne in the back and a blanket and look at Christmas lights, people's houses and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to try doing that for my kids this holiday season.
I would 100%. I promise you, it is so fun. Bring some little snacks in the car.
Yeah.
It is a good time, especially when you got a lot of kids. You ain't got to unload them unless you get out at the end. There's a little festival type thing at the end. I didn't stay out that long for that. You know I ain't no cold person. But.
Yeah, I'm not with all of that outside stuff. I worked that Excelsior event, and it was cold enough.
Well, the Minneapolis Christkindl Market brings an authentic and festive tradition to downtown Minneapolis. The market features food, live music, entertainment, and unique gifts from 35 hand-selected vendors. Christmas markets have been a beloved holiday tradition for centuries, bringing communities together to celebrate the season and the weeks leading up to Christmas. November 21st to December 21st, you can catch the Minneapolis Christkindl Market at North Loop Green.
Well, guys, I don't know if you've been watching, but the Streamer Awards happened, and a few hosts, they've been trying to crack jokes, and their jokes have been crazy. One of the hosts said to Kai Cenat that he had the most expensive haircut of the year and the least educational university, in reference to his streamer university.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they thought that was kind of weird. The joke that really threw me off, I guess Cutie Cinderella, I don't know if that's her name or what, but she's the host of the event, and she said to Rakai, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rakai, he's a young streamer, a young black streamer, and she asked what was the coolest thing he had ever stolen.
Wow.
Yeah. After controversy sparked about him passing flowers to a woman in a Walmart and leaving without paying for them, the Clover Boys and Rakai both looked extremely uncomfortable as they sat in silence, and it was incredibly embarrassing to watch. Reg, also one of the streamers that is a part of that streaming group, he his face did not change. He did not find it funny. He was very, very annoyed. They all probably felt disrespected. I know later on throughout the awards, after that joke was made to Kai Cenat, one of the boys ended up grabbing the mic and saying, if you're going to make jokes, let it at least be funny.
I've seen that clip.
Like, nothing you're saying is funny. And then she asked him, would you like to tell a joke? He just goes straight face, no.
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't see the entire thing, obviously, but I'm sure most of you who have social media have seen clips from the Streamer Awards. That was so awkward and uncomfortable. It was like, I don't know. A lot of people are stepping in the entertainment field. You know, me and you, we've been doing this type of stuff for years. You stepping into this field, like, you at least have to have good jokes. You have to have something prepared. And if you're going to study them, it can't all just be like ripping them apart. It's not a roast. You're at an award show.
And those were terrible roasts.
No, yes. And it was inappropriate. It just was, I don't know.
Those were terrible roasts. And then asked if Kai Cenat said, like, I liked you in that new 50 Cent movie. Does 50 Cent have a new movie out about Diddy?
Yeah, there's a documentary.
So that's what he was referencing. That's what she was referencing.
I don't know if you've seen any of it yet. I haven't watched the entire thing, but my mama was watching it the other night. I was sitting with her. And yeah, there was a lot that dropped in that documentary. We should both watch it. Then we'll come back and we'll analyze it with y'all next time.
Okay, we'll see and catch y'all up.
It was a lot that came out in it, but I don't want to speak on it until I finish the entire thing because I was sitting over there making dinner, watching it from the corner, the kitchen and all that. A lot going on.
I know I was all into that. I was finna call the man Reggie. What's his name?
Ooh.
Step side. R. Kelly.
Oh, girl.
I was all in his part 1 through 4. But anyways, moving on.
Well, Home Depot done with pennies. A man took to Instagram November 6th to talk about a purchase he made at Home Depot where his change came to $10.51. And when he got his change back, they only gave him 2 quarters, totaling 50 cents. This created an outrage in the man, and he demanded a manager be present. The manager mentioned that Home Depot doesn't have pennies, along with a lot of other places right now, and the man demanded that they give him a nickel or take all their items back. And they did give him a nickel, and the man made 4 cents from Home Depot.
Yeah, that was so funny. I was watching it, and I was just like, oh, my goodness. Hold on. What do you mean you ain't got pennies?
Yeah.
Just because they stopped making them doesn't mean we ain't got none.
And then how can you charge us for things that are an uneven number if you're not going to supply the money to give, the proper change at this point? I promise you, my mother, she would 100% have done the same exact thing. I've seen her do it.
It's going to be plenty of people doing that.
Yeah.
It will be, especially in these days. Now, if this was during COVID time or like when we was getting all that free money and people was like, cool, whatever, maybe.
During
we're
the pandemic.
in a recession, okay? And maybe not even then because things were scarce. Items were scarce. Now items is just too high.
Yeah, no, that's actually crazy because if they do that, you can imagine how many customers Home Depot has in a day, right? So every single customer that comes and pays with cash, they're shorted by a penny. You times that by however many customers they serve a day, let's say 10,000. They're making bank off just pocketing people's pennies. Heck yeah, give me my dang on penny.
Well, let's move right on into the weather. And then maybe we could take a little break. I don't know. It's been cold, and it's going to be cold all weekend. It might snow tomorrow morning, and they're projecting temperatures to hit below 30. Due to wind chill on Saturday evening, so be ready for that. Sunday, it will be a little more sunny, but still expect that cold weather all the way through till next year.
No, literally.
It's really next week, but until next year. Like, seriously, we're going to be cold. Winter is upon us. Don't get that car towed either.
Or tow up. You got to drive slow.
Oh, God. And I'm not even laughing for real, like, ha, ha, ha. I'm laughing like, yes, on point.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin, Naive, she was just in an accident.
No way.
Yeah, she's fine. She's okay. But it's like, she's telling me, I said, you need to slow down. I was going the speed limit.
Not today.
BITC, whatever comes after that. It was snowing that morning that it happened. It was snowing. And I'm like, first of all, common sense isn't in all of us, I can see. Baby, when the road conditions is bad, F what that number say up there on that board. Go what you need to go and what you feel comfortable with. Because we don't want you to have no crashes apart from like surviving a brain tumor, surviving cancer scares. Like, you've been through enough. I love you and want you to stay.
Okay, y'all hear that? And I hope y'all know plenty of your family members feel the exact same way about you. Drive slow and keep an eye out for the Minnesota snow route text alerts. You know, during that time when they do the snow, you don't want to wake up to your car gone in the morning. So you can text MPLS alerts to 77295 if you live in Minneapolis, or St. Paul snow to 468-311, and they will send you a text and tell you when to move your car.
Yes, and you told them Minneapolis and St. Paul, right?
Si, papa.
Okay, well, that's great. This episode, December is a month bursting with celebrations from all corners of the globe. Let's dive into some of the most fascinating holidays. From Christmas to Hanukkah, from Krampus to Kwanzaa. Each of these holidays has its own rich history and traditions, making December a truly special time of the year.
Okay, Evie, before we hit them with our first break, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is your holiday meal staple that your family absolutely has to have on Christmas?
Well, you guys, my grandma was insane. She made too much stuff for Christmas. But one thing I can say for sure, never, ever, ever was absent from Christmas was a honey glazed ham.
Yes.
And she would put pineapple on it until she discovered my allergy to pineapple. And then she would make me an entire separate ham.
Ooh, lucky.
Oh, my grandma loved me. My entire own separate banana pudding with no bananas. My entire own separate cake if she was doing coconut cake, because I can't have coconut shreds.
Wow.
My own separate everything that I wanted that I just didn't want to share with other folks.
That is something I should have known a while ago. I did not know that you could not have those things.
Yeah, I don't die, but they make me very itchy.
I'm surprised.
Girl,
you're still here, right?
I'm going to have a sex on the beach, and I got to have one of those every few, especially when I was growing up, that was my favorite drink. Like, I'm having it. And they have coconut in there. They have pineapple in there. So when I was drinking those and I wasn't dying, I'm like, I can handle this. My throat feels itchy.
No, that's a real thing. I'm the same way with like apples and a lot of fruits. When I eat them, my face, like, it burns and it gets really, really like cold,
raw
hot.
and stuff almost.
No, it doesn't like even blister. It just like my skin feels like it's burning, but it's cold at the same time.
I will scratch my skin off, so I will blister. I will scratch I just have a problem with not relieving whatever I'm going through. I'm going to relieve it. And if I'm itching, I might scratch the skin off of me to relieve that itch.
That's something we need to check out. I don't think that's normal.
Someone told me today that I need therapy.
Oh, my gosh. But that's actually a real thing. Ain't nothing wrong with therapy. I've been to therapy lots of times. I've been in therapy all my life.
You think you're so healed? You think you're so healed? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not even joking, though. I started therapy at like 12. I am a big advocate for therapy. I'm 28. I've been going on and off my entire life. I don't think there's a problem with it. And even just having somebody to sit there and listen to you talk about whatever for an hour and they're paid for it, like, I love it. It's like my favorite thing. When I go, I'll be like, and then this. And then she'll be like, wait, can I ask you a question? Nope. Let me continue.
Let me finish.
And then this, and then this, and then.
I started when I was a kid because they wanted me in anger management, but like I was so opposed to it. I think that's why it just has never really, I don't think it's really had an effect. Like all of that counting stuff will upset me. That will not help me. That will really, really, really put me in the same outrage as the Home Depot man. Like, get me a manager and get me some dang pennies. Mm-hmm. Seriously. And I mean, I have worked on myself, you know. And then the other thing was like, I'm not coming in here to somebody else every few weeks or every few months to start over again. Okay. Like, and if you ask me one more time what happened in my childhood, I'm going to slap you because I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually a real thing. I can't give no advice on that because that's one of the things that be the reasons why I'm on and off with it, because it's like, hold up, wait a minute.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
And right now, for the last 15 years, I've just been off.
Well, let's talk about that later. Well, I would say our family traditional food is something my mom discovered on Food Network. I think it was from Emeril Lagasse. And it's nothing fancy. It was just green beans, and then you take bacon and you wrap it around it, and then you bake it. We do that every holiday. Like, since we discovered that when I was like 11, everybody like, who making the green bean wraps? It's Tia's turn this year. We ain't doing it this year.
I'll fall into this microphone thinking about some green beans and bacon.
Oh, my God. It's so good. You got to wrap it around nice to like
that
a
sounds like
blanket.
a ghetto fancy Brussels sprout thing.
Oh, like with asparagus, you mean?
You know how they do Brussels sprouts and bacon?
I haven't tried that, but I've had like pieces of bacon in my sprouts.
Like at fancy places like Kincaid's and stuff, they'll give you Brussels sprouts like fried and crispy with bacon on it, and it's just great. Greens and pork is just good. Like greens, any kind of greens is good with pork. I don't know.
It's cultural. It's passed down for generations. Like, we've been having ham hocks and greens and smoked turkey legs and all of that for centuries.
And those are like literally things that we just wouldn't go without. Greens and ham hocks or turkey necks. We'll always have greens and we'll always have ham for sure, 100%. And my grandma, 9 times out of 10, if it's her house, we're gonna have barbecue ribs.
Oh, girl, I need to eat. Stop it.
She barbecues for every holiday, rain, sleet, or snow. Didn't make her no never mind. She's getting outside in that teal blue apron that I made her in the 9th grade.
Beautiful, beautiful. You know, it's kind of funny how all of us, our families have passed down these traditions for like years. So all of our Christmas menus, like at least in our culture, you know, in the Black culture, it's pretty similar. Like, you come in, everybody got their macaroni, their greens, they stuffing, and one thing that
dressing. I almost forgot dressing. They always had some dressing. And
dressing. But one thing that always grinds my gears mildly is that we call our sweet potatoes, we call them yams. And you said, even when we were doing the Thanksgiving, you're like, yams. And I'm like, the thing is, y'all, they don't give us real yams anymore.
Nope.
They're sweet potatoes. We just calling them that just because. You know what I'm saying? Culturally.
And I mean, we've never ever made candied sweet potatoes. At least they ain't ever call it that.
I know, and I just like, when I discovered that, I was like, I can't call it a yam anymore. When I seen a real husky, hearty yam, I was like, that's not yams then. This is a sweet potato. And maybe it's because, you know what, I am on the spectrum. I'm so particular.
But, you know, I wonder if some places do have yams. Because you know how yams have like, you know, sweet potatoes look like potatoes.
Ain't fufu made a yam?
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, they have
and
yams
cassava.
in other places. Like,
and the not cassava. What's the white thing that you can eat with cassava? Not fufu. It's the white.
You talking about the white squishy stuff?
Do you make fufu out of cassava?
I don't know.
It's a plant and it's hard.
Cassava's made from cassava leaves.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
We're
it's
this
potato
this
thing.
Debate.
It's like a potato thing. If you're African, call in right now. We need to know the answer. Or comment on the live right away. Sisters of the System, Facebook. I need to know what that thing is.
I got an answer. Do we want it?
Yeah, what is it?
We were both right, technically. So it can be made from starchy root vegetables, like pounded cassava, yams, or plantains.
So it is cassava. It is cassava, what I'm talking about.
And yams and plantain, too.
And it's like, it's so good. My friend, she's Liberian and Puerto Rican. She used to make it for us. She's not my friend anymore.
Oh, no.
It's not like we broke up like a bad friendship. I've just decided, I decided several times throughout our friendship that I needed to just, you know when an eagle brings a crow? Mm-hmm. They croak.
Oh, no. I definitely get what you're talking about.
Yeah. And she was always like my friend that was going to be better than everybody, even me, better than all of us. And then when she decided that she was going to go a different route, I was really upset about that. She has since then, I believe, turned and fixed her life, but I don't know, and I didn't care to stick around to find out.
Mm-hmm. No, that's totally understandable. And that actually moves us on into our affirmation. I almost skipped it this week, but our affirmation this week, I just wanted to let you guys know that you are enough and you're worthy, whether other people think that, whether somebody told you in the past that you weren't, you are worthy. And with knowing that, sometimes it means understanding that certain people in your life are not equally yoked when it comes to being within your life. And that could be a friend that's toxic. You're sober, they're still doing drugs. You married, they out in the streets. Like whatever it is where you have opposing lifestyles and it's actually holding you back, sometimes you need to realize that love yourself more than you love other people in some cases when it proves to be not worthy of your life. Understand that your life is worth something and you only get one. They always tell you, well, make up with them because you never know when it's your last day. Exactly. So if I know that I got limited time, I'm going to use it wisely, and I would advise you all to do the exact same.
I think also, too, even if you don't feel like that person holds you back, I think it's okay to give yourself permission to let go of people, you know. Like, I don't think that my friend was holding me back in any certain type of way, but I do feel like, and maybe she was holding me back from a growth spurt that I needed to get through when it came to having friends and understanding that my friends do for me. They will do for me and they will show up for me. Like that's what friends are. And if you don't do that for me, then you are probably in a different category. Categorizing people that are in your life and come into your life is extremely important because you have people in your life that you can't do everything with. And once you realize that and recognize what people are in your life for and what you can use them for in your life, and not in no what can I get out of you way, but use them as in, you're my friend that I can go out to dinner with and I can call if I need something. You're my friend that I can only go out to the club with. You're my friend that I will never take out of town. You know, having that understanding and knowing, you know, I am going to give myself permission to not show up for this person the way that I would want them to show up for me or the way that I need them to show up for me because I can't. I'm going to reciprocate. Like I'm going to give what I'm getting. And if I'm not getting nothing, then I'm not giving nothing. And it's okay for me to move on.
Exactly. Y'all heard it here on Sisters of the System. We will be back after this quick music break with more of the history of the holidays.
Woo! And we are back with another holiday episode of Sisters of the System. It's your favorite artist, DJ, host, E.B. Marie.
And I am DJ Ricky Furiosa. Ho, ho, ho.
Merry Christmas. Well, some winter fun facts. The winter solstice is celebrated by many in the Northern Hemisphere every year. A significant holiday celebrated around December 21st. It marks the shortest day and the longest night of the year, you guys, and is a time to celebrate new beginnings, hope, and light, and marks the official beginning of winter.
Marks the official beginning, but it's already snowing.
I lied to somebody yesterday and told them that winter was already started. I just thought it was.
I mean, it looked like it here, so it's an easy mistake to make. Well, Kwanzaa, which means first fruits, is based on ancient African harvest festivals and celebrates ideals such as family, life, and unity. During this spiritual holiday, celebrated from December 26th to January 1st, millions of African Americans dress in special clothes, decorate their homes with fruits and vegetables, and light a candle holder called a kinara.
Well, Ricky, what's your favorite holiday tradition in your family?
I would say, well, I grew up in a family that did not have a lot of money. It was a lot of us. So we always did Secret Santa. So one person will pull your name and that was your gift for the year. And it was almost like a gamble because if grandma got your name, she was not getting you something you wanted. It was something you needed. Every single time. It's nice, but I was 11 and got a cookie rack one time from her. You know that wire cookie racks I had at Thanksgiving?
Lord.
I was like, Grandma, you just got me a cookie rack? I started crying. I was bawling my eyes out. But every other year, like when my sister got me, I'd be like, thank God, my sister know me like the back of her hand. It's going to be a great Christmas.
Man, I didn't grow up with a lot of money, but I'm starting to realize that I didn't grow up as poor as I thought I did. Big Mom just made us feel and think that we were. My grandpa used to sue people, so Christmas was good a lot of years. There were some years Christmas wasn't that great, but specifically I remember lots of good Christmases where going to grandma's house. Big Ma always got what we needed. She didn't believe in that other. Like, I couldn't even get $1 for the ice cream truck. We had to save cans and use those. 2 cents a can is what Barry accepted, and that's how I got my ice cream. But anyways, my grandma, she would have like easy bake ovens, camcorders. Oh, I got a freaking Barbie Jeep. Like, I drove a Barbie Jeep. My cousin got a Power Ranger big car Jeep. She got us fun stuff. Like, those are just a few things. And there was a lot of us too. So when we would come in and see all the toys, it just felt so cool. Like, oh my gosh. And they would be wrapped. I don't even know who would be wrapping them because my uncle was lazy. Maybe my Auntie Billy was probably wrapping them.
And, you know, back in the day, people used to pay to, like, get their presents wrapped. You can go to Sears and be like, I need this wrap, blah, blah, blah. This is what I got to do.
I don't even want to think my grandma was being that bougie, but I believe it.
You never know. And I ain't going to lie. We had some years when we had some money, and it was crazy good years. But that Secret Santa, it was just always the fun part for us. Well, another holiday that we can recognize in December is Three Kings Day. At the end of the 12 days of Christmas comes a day called the Epiphany, or Three Kings Day. It's a holiday celebrated as the 3 wise men first saw baby Jesus and brought him gifts. On this day in Spain, many children get their Christmas presents. In Puerto Rico, before children go to sleep on January 5th, they leave a box with hay under their bed so the kings will leave good presents. In France, a delicious king cake is baked. Bakers will hide a coin, jewel, or little toy inside, which can also be found right here in America, down in New Orleans, an early French colony.
Another holiday, Hanukkah. Hanukkah. Then, Hanukkah. The Jewish Festival of Lights, lasting 8 days, which in 2025 runs from sundown on Sunday, December 14th, to nightfall on Monday, December 22nd, starting on the Hebrew date of 25, Kislev, pronounced Kislev. The dates shift early because it follows the Hebrew lunar calendar, typically falling in late November or December, where families light candles and spin dreidels commemorating a miracle that happened over 2,000 years ago.
I remember when I first learned of Hanukkah on the Rugrats. Well, question for you, E.B. What is a new tradition that you either started in your family or you want to try this year?
Well, I've been telling everybody that I know that we will be actually starting our annual and possibly our quarterly wig snatching competition.
Oh, my God.
So I'll be making a ring in our living room, and I will be purchasing 2 cheap little wigs, and the rules are no hand stuff, okay? No open hand slaps, no punches, no grabbing to the ground, none of that. You have to find creative ways to snatch the wig. And I'm excited to see who gets their wig snatched this holiday season.
Well, you guys, make sure you come back after Christmas so we can find out who snatched the wig the most. I don't know.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. Kids are involved. Everybody's included. And it'll be like a Royal Rumble. We'll pair up everybody who's, good with everybody, stature, weight, height. You got to be in your good weight class.
Yeah.
Those
that's
winners
smart.
will then go against the person that's closest to their weight class, and on and on and on until we get to the 2 best wig snatchers of the holiday season. And then we will see who is the ultimate wig snatcher.
Period. What's the prize going to be?
I mean, I don't know about you, Ricky, but to walk around and call myself the ultimate wig snatcher sounds pretty honorable to me.
Listen, you need to go to Amazon now. They got trophies that you can get engraved for $24.
Get out.
Yeah.
I can't engrave them. I'll just engrave it with Wig Snatcher of the Year 2025.
Yeah, they'll do all that for you and then send it to you for $24.
I'm like, because I can't assume that Michaela and Cecilia will win. The littles will be peed off.
No.
You have no faith in us. You
might want to separate them in their classes.
Well, yeah, but if Montez happens to be the best wig snatcher through the Royal Rumble and Cecilia also happens to be the best wig snatcher and they're the 2 at the end, Cecilia, if you get your wig snatched by Montez, we don't apologize. It's all a part of the Royal Rumble.
Hey, you win or you lose.
And Montez, if you get your wig snatched by Cecilia, who's 5 feet tall and you're 2 feet tall, you'll get over it.
Listen, you got to switch them up. Get 2 trophies. Go to Amazon. They're $24. They'll get them to you in like 2 weeks.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Well, speaking of Christmas, people celebrate this Christian holiday by going to church, giving gifts, and sharing the day with their families. In some parts of Europe, star singers go caroling, singing special Christmas songs as they walk behind a huge star on a pole. The Christmas festivities in Ireland tend to be more religious in nature rather than being about gifts. Christmas celebrations last from Christmas Eve until January 6th, the Epiphany. The Christmas Eve festivities in the Ukraine are known as Sviata Večera, which means Holy Supper. The celebration begins when the first evening star is sighted in the night sky. In farming communities, the household head brings in a sheaf of wheat, which symbolizes the wheat crops of Ukraine. It is called Deduk, which translates to grandfather spirit. In homes within the city, a few stalks of wheat may be used to decorate the table.
Nice. Well, let's talk about some notable figures. Saint Nicholas, the inspiration for Santa Claus, was a real Greek bishop from Turkey, known for secret gift giving. Being imprisoned for his faith, he also attended the Council of Nicaea. It's spelled crazy, but yeah. And became the patron saint of children, sailors, and many others, with his feast day, December 6th, celebrated in many Western European Christian countries. By leaving shoes out for gifts, a tradition evolving from his legendary generosity.
Coca-Cola and Santa Claus. Coca-Cola didn't invent Santa Claus, but popularized the modern image in its 1930s ads, commissioning artist Haddon Sundblom to create a jolly, plump, red-suited figure inspired by the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," making him a warm, friendly, relatable character that matched Coke's brands, colors, and boosted winter sales. These iconic illustrations, running from 1931 to 1964, cemented this version of Santa in global culture, very similar to Tiffany's and their Diamond campaign. We all know Diamonds is a girl's best friend. Tiffany did that.
Next up is Krampus. Let's not overlook Krampus. Krampus is a legendary half-goat, half-demon figure from the Alpine regions of Central Europe, who in traditional folklore serves as the dark counterpart to St. Nicholas. While St. Nick rewards well-behaved children, Krampus' role is to punish those who have misbehaved. Krampus is typically depicted with horns, dark hair, fangs, a long tongue, and a beast-like body. He is said to carry chains and bells and a bundle of birch sticks called rootin, used to swat naughty children. That's also called a switch.
It's called a switch in America.
It's called a switch out here. He may also capture particularly bad children in his sack and carry them away to his lair. Celebrations for Krampusnacht, or Krampus Night traditionally, takes place on the evening of December 5th, the night before St. Nicholas Day. Definitely a unique twist on holiday cheer.
Well, you guys, we had a little more to share with you today, but we got to wrap it up. And as we wrap up our journey through the holiday seasons around the world, it's amazing to see how diverse traditions can be. From the vibrant Diwali lights in India to the cozy Christmas markets in Germany, each celebration brings its own unique flavor. In Japan, families gather for New Year's to enjoy a special meal called oseki, while in Mexico, the colorful piñatas add a fun twist to their festive gatherings. And let's not forget about the heartwarming Kwanzaa celebrations that honor African heritage and community.
It's a beautiful reminder that no matter where we are, the spirit of togetherness and joy unites us all. So as we celebrate our own traditions, let's take a moment to appreciate the rich tapestry of cultures that make this time of year so special. Cheers to the holidays.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, EB, before we close out, who is your special holiday figure that you love the most?
The Grinch.
The Grinch?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Crumpets and the Grinch. Like, absolutely. The Grinch was created by Dr. Seuss, also known as Theodore Geisel, in 1957 as a way to cope with his own frustration over Christmas, commercialization, and his wife's declining health. He famously saw Grinchism countenance in his own mirror reflection on December 26th in 1956 and channeled those feelings into the grouchy anti-Christmas character, writing the story in a few weeks but struggling for months to find the perfect non-religious ending, which he eventually found in the roast beast scene.
It's so funny. We actually planned a night with the Grinch for our kids a couple years ago, and one of my friends dressed up as the Grinch. I was like, y'all, I hear somebody at the door. Next thing you know, he busts in the door in the Grinch outfit. The kids was scared, but they tried to jump him. They all flocked and started swinging on him. I
seen a video of a baby sitting on the couch, and the Grinch comes in, and she goes, ah! Ah! The Grinch sits down to her. She sits down, sets her on his lap, and she goes, hi, here you go, and then takes a cute picture. And as soon as the camera stops, she looks back, ah! Ah! It was so hilarious. It was so funny.
Well, you guys, stay tuned all December for more Sisters of the System and special holiday episodes as we move on into the new year.
Turn it up, turn it up. You know what's up. And you guys can catch me out in Eden Prairie this week. I'll be balloon tying for a Spider-Man themed party. Yeah. And doing Christmas stuff, you know. We set up our house outside decorations like a month ago. I still ain't put up the tree yet, so I'll probably get to that this weekend.
Girl, we're not doing that. We're finna get an Airbnb or something like that. I don't know, but I'm not doing that.
I told the kids we should totally get like 2 or 3 hotel rooms, bring some of the gifts to the hotel, leave the trash there, take your gifts home. But I got to figure out the breakfast situation because I'm not cooking and we're not having nothing nasty.
It's got to be somewhere with a continental breakfast on there.
That's
what we want to do too.
I think it's got to be more than continental. Because I think continental breakfast is like you can make your own waffles and then they got some sausage in a pan and some biscuits and blueberry muffins and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's time for us to wrap it up. You guys know what it is. Catch us back here next week from 7 to 8. This has been a wonderful episode. Happy holidays. Signing off, DJ E.B. Marie.
And I'm DJ Ricky Furiosa. Good night to all, and to all a good night.
Cheer!